What is up, YouTube, man? Today we're back with another banger. This one's just a guide on Castle himself, right? The only guide you're ever gonna need when playing Rainbow Six Siege for Castle himself, of course. This video is gonna go over him, Castle himself, his guns, his ability, the best ways to use him efficiently, and if you just want to get better in general with Castle, alright? And without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, starting off with the loadouts. With the UMP45 and M1014 for his main weapons. UMP45, amazing gun. Okay. Easy recoil. Easy to control. Great for newer players. And it hits hard. It doesn't shoot too fast. With the M1014 shotgun. Okay, I mean, it's a shotgun. Hits hard. This one's for medium range. It's not really like smoke shotgun and stuff like that. This one hits hard. You can shoot pretty far. It is semi-automatic, so a bit easier to use. Secondary with a super shoddy. Now, I will say you're gonna be using this gun mainly, okay? That's because these two are an amazing pair for each other to hold long angles for verts and just, holding map control in general. If you were to use this one, I personally would use this pistol over this pistol. That's because it hits harder and I just prefer it, in general. Better gun, in my opinion, than this one. Both pistols are good, whichever one you feel more comfortable using, go ahead, use that one. Alright, now we got the gadgets. Got the bulletproof camera. Great info. Intel, put on your 90. In your bomb site even, watching a door that no one's there. And then we got proximity alarms or beepers, whichever one you prefer. If you can't really see a spot, if you're holding verts or like just map control, you can't really see something, but you're holding it. You can put this on the door, alright? We're gonna know when somebody walks in or when somebody's slowly approaching you. Good for those sneaky people, like your knock and stuff like that. And now we got his armor panel, which is unique ability. Great ability in my opinion. It's pretty much a reinforced barricade, if you will. It's not as easy to break down. And yeah, it's amazing just for holding things down that you want to prevent the enemy from taking over. Okay, now let's get into Castle himself, how to use him properly and what he's best for. Let's go. Alright, so this is essentially the Castle barricade, right? It's super strong. It's not like your normal barricade where you can shoot through it. You're going to get wallbanged easily from that, right? Someone goes on rappel, they break the top part here, gets a nice shot into there, you're dead, right? This one is not punched one time, you're not going to shoot through it. You're going to work if you want to get through this barricade. Okay. It takes 9 punches to get fully broken down, and then obviously you can walk into sight and take gunfights. But as a defender, it's a very nice sound cue of somebody punching this. But now, with the new buff, which just makes Castle so much stronger, and an even better reason to play him, you can now electrify the barricades with the Cade. So if you chuck a Cade Claw on the barricade, it electrifies it like your reinforced walls, and pretty much anything that touches it, it will break. And yeah, it's gonna stop your Ash charges, your Hibana pellets, your aces, even your ram. Someone tries to do the sneaky ram hot breach where they chuck a ram and it hits the castle and it breaks through and they get into sight. That's not gonna work now when this thing is electrocuted, because why? It's gonna break the ram and they're not gonna get into sight, and that's a ram wasted. Now let's go on to how to actually use him properly, prepping the barricades and holding off sights and verts. Right, this is what I mean when I say Castle is great for holding off sight, alright? And as you can see, VIP Lounge, a key place to hold for map control, because as you can see here, we can hold the bedroom, we can hold that, we can hold the Hall of Fame, we can hold the bathroom drop-in. And just getting this bit of map control, if the enemy has this, you're gonna get fried from all the way here. This is quite a hard one to rotate to retake, because they got the Nomad boom in the hallways. It's great to hold. You see here now, if you're fighting, this window's open, you hold the window. End of the round, they're trying to sneak in, there's a rotate over there, boom, you hold from this nice long angle here. And this is what I mean when the beepers come in play. Boom, beep on this door, beep on this door, right? I'm not really paying attention here. Okay. I'm fighting here, shooting the ace off the wall and shooting the Hibanas off the wall, you know? Getting those guys off the picture. That's not being open so they can see into sight. No, because I am holding VIP. The beepers are there because I'm not paying attention. So I'm going to hear the beeper going off. Boom. I'm going to swing this guy. He's not going to do anything about it. Because I know he's there. But notice how I have one more castle barricade. This one you can use, I mean really wherever. You can castle that off. You can castle that off. You can castle this door off. You can castle this off. You can even castle this door off. I mean if you want to hold the bathroom drop, castle this door off here. So that you know, yeah, they're kind of isolated here in a way. Also these guys can't really push through that nicely. Or you can do something like this. Right, and this is what you call prepping the barricade. Right, notice castle takes 9 punches to break down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Punching it 8 times leaves 1 more punch to break down the barricade. That's essentially prepping a barricade. You break it down 1 less time than what is needed for it to be broken down in order for you to get an advantage in a fight. So now picture this, right? I'm fighting here, doof, holding that, shooting the pillar off the wall. I get droned out. This guy that's pushing here knows I'm not paying any attention to him. What is he going to do? He's going to push in through the door in Hall of Fame. But I have a proximity line on that door. So I know something's not right. This guy's going to come fetch me. But wait. This barricade's prepped. So what do? I hear the proximity mine go off. Boom. Punch the barricade. Swing him. He's dead. He doesn't know this thing's prepped because he's droned here. He's gone in. Boom. He sees, okay, sharp. I'm here. I'm shooting that side. I am a free pick to him. But this barricade's prepped. Boom. Break it down. He's swung. Get this guy bathroom also as well. But this type of setup here is what I really recommend for holding VIP. But it's also really good for holding, you know, your kitchen. You're holding a massive area here. You can hold this 2 people. You can hold it 1 person. You know, you can really hold it with as many people as you want. You know, you get your bandits here. Boom, boom. Bandit that up. But you can also, you know, make vert on here. The main window. Everybody likes to jump in. Endgame. Come in, plant. They set up the round. They haven't cleared you yet. You know why? Because you're holding this like a pro. Okay. They're not going to get in. Boom, you can deny the plant. You can like deny the jump in as well. You can also make, you know, your holes here. This is the walk-in. Okay, the door walk-in. Boom, hold that. Just holding verts and offsides is just such a powerful thing in Siege. We also have the feet holes here. Because now we have 90 axes. Well, I mean, we have the whole hallway to ourselves. There's also head holes there. That would be reinforced. The teammates can peek off that onto this. We got the feet holes here. This thing gets broken down. I haven't been cleared yet because I've killed the guy pushing in there. This barricade's prepped. Somebody breaks in. Boom. Barricade gone. He's dead. Got the bottom drop. You know, we got that. But now this barricade's down. And I know, okay, someone's pushing here. I got the feet. He's not going to survive. Now there's also a great one also in Oregon. For holding the armory and the bedroom walk-in, making their life hard. And obviously it's with Castle, because Castle is amazing for offside things like that. Alright, let me show you with the clip here, and let's see how I use it in a real game to, you know, win the round and make their lives hard. Alright, and that was how to play Castle in the Big 26. You know, if you enjoyed, just leave a like. Any queries, questions, requests, leave in the comments. I'll like every comment and read them. Everyone have a good day. Bye bye.